All right, guys, what is up? Good morning, TGIF. Happy Friday. We made it to the end of the week, but we got some PS5 restock updates going on. There's some big speculation and big rumors that some heavy, hard-hitting restocks will drop today. Most notably from Best Buy, but we'll get to that in a minute. So this is your PS5 restock updates for Target, Best Buy, Antaline, Costco, Newegg, and more. So yeah, Thursday we had a mixture of all sorts of stuff. We had Target with that drop that we warned you guys about. Target came out, they did that drop. They dropped it like it was hot. Sold out in about 20 minutes. Then Antaline also had some stock come out. Costco had some stock come out, and Newegg had some stock. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, and I believe Sony Direct also had some stock. So that's 5 different places just yesterday that had both consoles of the PS5 standard and digital available. So will there be anything today? That is the question of Friday. So the silver lining of all this is that restocks are dropping a lot more often. Even though they're quickly selling out still because they're very limited in stock, we are starting to see restocks happen more than ever, and this is good news. Now, yesterday people were still saying it's suspected that Target could possibly drop some more stock today. We will see. Maybe they'll have 2 days in a row that they do something to surprise us. Who knows though? But let's go ahead and get this breakdown going on. Let's touch on to this because we got some stuff to talk about. So Amazon currently sold out since last week. Since they had restocks this last week, both of them are currently unavailable. There's a message saying they have no idea when it will be back in stock. And just like what I said yesterday, you never know until you know. When it comes to Amazon, they're not the most reliable. They're not the most consistent. Sometimes they don't even send messages out or alerts. This is an example of a retailer that I would say pay attention to Wario64 or PS5 stock alerts on Twitter instead. Sign up for Twitter notifications from a Twitter account that is dedicated to providing stock updates. They'll probably alert you way faster than anybody on Amazon would. So I would definitely recommend that for insights on any kind of restocks. Now, Antaline is currently out of stock. They sold out on their bundles that they released yesterday. So if you're not familiar with Antaline, maybe this is your first time watching the videos. Antaline does them in bundles where you'll get like an extra controller, the console, the camera, Demon Souls, Spider-Man's Miles Morales, and a 12-month membership of PlayStation Plus for like $809. Yeah, it's a little bit more pricier than if you were to go out and get the console by itself, but beggars can't be choosy, right? And at least your extra money is being spent towards a whole bunch of goodies instead of paying $1,000 for just the console to some scumbag reseller. Facts, by the way. Whataburger breakfast today? Anybody? Anyways, Antaline does reveal when they do have restocks. So make sure you're following them on Twitter at AntOnline.com. Every time they have a restock, they tweet it out, they post it out. So I would definitely keep an eye on them. They usually release on Fridays, which is weird that they had a Thursday restock. So maybe today we might see some more. They might do a 2 days, like a double shot. Or we might see some Xbox Series X stock pop up. Who knows? Either way, I would say keep your eye on them. Now, Costco, currently sold out. They had some yesterday. They did bundles. Costco is a membership-only place like Sam's Club. Again, when it comes to places like Costco, they're not as reliable because they don't do restocks as often. In fact, I feel like they do it hardly ever. I can't remember the last time before this when they had a restock. So I would say maybe sign up for alerts on Twitter from somebody like Wario64 and just kind of wait it out with Costco. I wouldn't count your bets on Costco compared to something like Antaline, who's on a weekly basis. GameStop, they also had bundles last week. They did 2 weeks in a row with some restocks. They haven't had one this week yet. Maybe they'll drop one. They tend to do email alerts like an hour before they do their restocks. They're in the afternoon. I would say like 3 p.m. Eastern time or so. Sometime in the afternoon, they usually give their restocks out. So it doesn't look like GameStop has had one this week that I can recall. They do a good job of tweeting out as well. So maybe keep your eye out on GameStop. Since we had 5 different places do it yesterday, maybe today's GameStop's turn, as well as a second day of Target restocks and possible Ant Online. You never know. Ant Online and GameStop have been consistent, and maybe the new contender is Target as well. Those 3, I would say. Now, Newegg, just like Costco, doesn't seem like they do too many regular consistent restocks, but they did have some Thursday. They did have some out of nowhere yesterday. So maybe sign up for alerts just in case they start to do weekly. Maybe we'll start to see weekly from every retailer going on right here. Now, PlayStation Direct had late Wednesday afternoon stocks. If you don't know, PlayStation Direct is Sony's direct, I guess, line to the consoles. They put you like in a line queue and everything like that. The Twitter accounts that I quickly mention all the time post links directly to this queue. I don't know how often PS Direct does it. I know they did one a couple weeks ago, but I think it was like a week off that they didn't do one. I don't really pay attention to Sony Direct. I pay more attention to what GameStop, Ant Online, and Target are doing. Which, speaking of Target, they did have restocks yesterday. The rumor is that they're supposed to be having more stock released. So take that with a grain of salt. They might have some today. Target is morning though, so if we didn't see any release this morning from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern time, I would say, I don't know, unless they surprise us with an afternoon stock or something. I don't know if that's true that Target will have some, maybe sometime next week, but the big rumor now is that Best Buy, guys, Best Buy is set to have more consoles released as early as today. So the rumor is Best Buy might be having console restocks today. I'm seeing this from Gaming Intel, that new restock can land as early as Friday at Best Buy. So if we're led to believe that they're as reliable as a source as they have been, I would say pay attention to Best Buy today for sure. So set your alerts, follow those Twitter accounts so they'll tweet out when Best Buy goes live, because you never know when it's going to happen. And again, you never know until you know. So Best Buy is the rumor for today. Target's the other rumor for more restocks. I would say keep an eye on GameStop and pay attention to Ant Online. Those are my 4. Keep an eye on them. So good luck, guys. Let me know if you get your PS5 today. If any stocks happen, I would love to hear that. Thanks a lot, as always, for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. See ya.